Hello all. In our previous class, we will learn about constitutions and amendments of indirect taxation system in India. In this class, we will learn in detail about government finances, various revenues and financial administration system in India. The learning outcome of today's session is to analyze how government finances its revenue to undertake its obligation in the country, to evaluate the financial administration system of the country. Public finance. Public finance is one of the concepts and which is the base of imposing the tax. The concept is concerned with analyzing three fundamental questions: how a government finance money, how financed money is spent, and what are the effects of these activities on the economy and society. Together with this, the public finance will also analyze how the government works at all the level, that is, national, state and local level, to discharge its duty of rendering required services to the society for the welfare. To discharge its duty, it needs to have financed and how the required finance is acquired to perform these services. Performing of services by the government is leading to public expenditure. In simple, we can say that the public finance is the tool to finance public bodies such as government departments, that is central, state and local, for the performance their functions. The performance of these functions leads to public expenditure. The public expenditure is incurred through the funds raised from various sources like taxes, fees, penalties, sale of goods, services and loans. These sources are collectively called the revenue of the public authorities. So, public finance deals with the income and expenditure of public authorities and principles, problems, policies and procedures relating to these aspects. Important aspects of public finance. Following are the important aspects of public finance, namely public revenue, public expenditure, public debt, financial administration and economic stabilization. Public revenue. Public revenue is the total income raised by the government through various sources to meet its obligation of the society. As per Indian Constitution, sources public revenue consist of the following: taxes on agricultural income, land revenue, excise duties on manufacture of liquors, narcotic drugs, medicinal plants and toilet preparations, duty on consumption of electricity, taxes on sale and purchase of goods other than newspapers, taxes on goods and passengers, toll tax, taxes on luxuries including entertainments and amusements, taxes on advertisements except for those published in newspapers, stamp duties and registration fees, income from irrigation and forests, capitation fees, etc. Further, it focuses on analyzing the methods of raising public revenue, the principles of taxation and its problems. In other words, all kinds of income taxes and receipts for public deposits are included in public revenue. Public expenditure. Public expenditure analyzes the fundamental principles that govern the flow of government funds to socio-economical activities undertaken by it. It is one of the most important aspects of public finance, as it determines the long-term success of the country, and it is related to allocation of public revenue for various operational and developmental activities undertaken by the government for the socio-economical welfare of the public. The public expenditure is also refers to the expenses incurred by the government for the following purposes: to make the provisions for various public spending and services to the public, example, education, health, security, etc. To promote the socio-economical welfare and well-being of the society. To maintain the government machinery, that is defense, police, civil servants, etc. To maintain the socio-economic stability, to reduce the inequality of income and for reallocation of resources. Public debt. The scope for public debt is arisen when the public revenue is less than the public expenditure. This concept analyzes the various principles and procedures that governs the raising of debts and their effects on the socio-economic status of the country. It also deals with the methods of repayment of loan along with the interest and management of public debts. Financial administration. It deals with the problem of organization and administration of the financial machinery of the government. The fiscal or financial administration is related to the government machinery, which is responsible for performing various functions of the state. The budget is the master financial plan of the government. The government budget is the key that monitors the financial administration. Economic stabilization. Economic stabilization as well as growth is the two aspects that contributes to the socio-economical sustainable development of the country. This part describes the various economic policies, procedures and other measures of the government to bring about economic stability in the country. Summary. In this class, we have discussed on idea what basis taxation is important to the country with the help of public finance concept. The concept explains how public finance helps government to generate revenue and spends the money on various developmental and societal activities in the country. Public finance is not only concerned with the generation and utilization of revenue, but also focuses on public debt, which indicates the burden of more expenditure of the government than revenue. Together with this, it is also concerned with administration of the financial system for ensuring the economic stabilization of the economical status of the country. So, I hope you have understood how the public finance concept helps in levying of taxes by the government. Thank you.